This seminar, and I hope that I can open a little bit view from the. I think okay. So I hope that I can a little bit open the view from the elderly care in Finland, and also about the things that we have done in our company to improve the independence and the well-being for the elderly people, and also what we have done to prevent the infection control. So this is my first time in Hong Kong, and I was so impressed about the whole city. It's so beautiful. You are lucky to live here. And then first I have to say my apologies. I can't speak Canton. I tried to speak English, so apologies if my English is not the perfect, so I try to manage. Few words about the introduction about the company. Korpinen has been existing over 80 years, but last 20 years we have been focusing on the accessible bathroom area and trying to make the best functional solutions for the elderly people and also for the hospitals and senior housing. We are very strong in the Scandinavian country. We are the market leader in Finland, and since last year we have been a part of the AdLife Group, which is the life science company focusing on the medical and also lab technology and science. We have delivered over 50,000 bathrooms during these 20 years, so we have got a lot of experience, what is working and what is not working in the real life. And then also the bathroom solutions that we are offering are developed together with the multi-research, multi-professional collaboration with a lot of architects, nurses, and there is a lot of user experience and so on. The user environments where we are working, we are mainly working in care homes, hospitals, and senior housing, and some private homes as well. You see some statistics about the population in Finland. We are 5.5 million people, but if you can guess, the Finland is so much bigger than, of course, Hong Kong. I just counted that our land is 309 times bigger than you have here. So you can guess that we have spread it all over the Finland. So there's a huge difference. Today there is a little bit over 20% elderly people over 65 years. But it's the same global trend. The amount of the elderly people are growing very strongly in Finland as well, and nearly in the near future there will be every fourth of the citizen will be a senior. And how people are living when they are over 75 years. There has been a trend for the growing living in we call it a care home, where people have private rooms, and it's a 24/7 nursing. And the other type of the service model is home care. We don't have currently so much so-called senior housing types of models, and the sizes of the care home units are so much smaller. I just told this morning that I think the average size for the elderly care home is maybe 30 people are living in. We call it, if there is 60 people, we call it big care home. Okay. Few trends about what is happening there in Finland. Of course, we are trying also find the kind of adaptive housing system. So there is a senior housing department and also care home. So it's easily to you can easily move from the senior housing to the care home. So when you know it's familiar surroundings, so it's kind of nice to move in the same area. Also, I don't know if you have heard, but we have had some pilots in Finland so that the students are actually living in the same accommodations than the elderly people. So that has bring a lot of positive feedback also. Oops. A few words about the infection control. This is really a challenge in the worldwide. 3 million people get healthcare associated infections in Europe. It means that there's 6 million extra hospital days, and even 37,000 will be killed to the infections, and it's a huge cost for the society. It's not only the problem in hospitals. We also need to take care of the care homes and elderly people, because we call them as a risk group to get the infections, and the causes are it's a risk. And if we think about the how do you get the infection, 80% is touch-based. So it means that we should, in Finland at least, we think also in European level, that we need to pay attention to the environment, find hygiene solutions, antimicrobial surfaces and touch-free solutions. And also there is an increasing need of the private rooms. So we try to avoid, even in the elderly care home, that there is more than one person living in one room, because it's really a risk. And then there is also this growing threat for these emergency infections, like also globally, so it's also affecting to us in Finland. But when we talk about the cleanness in preventing high infections, we need to wash our hands. That is one thing. But also, we need to have the good cleaning. A third part is that we can try to create indoor environment hygiene using the antimicrobial surfaces to give some extra prevention for that. And there is some guidelines from globally from WHO, and they have nowadays added as well the recommendations to the antimicrobial surfaces. This is quite new thing for these regulations. When we are talking about the materials, especially the plastics, there is a method how to test the antimicrobial materials. It's based on the ISO test method. But currently in Finland, and actually we are lacking international standard for the limits of the efficiency, especially for the silver treated products. So we are using the Japanese standard. That's the only standard in the world, which is has put the limits that 95% of these microbes need to be killed in 24 hours. So we are following that Japanese standard. But really there is a lack of this kind of standard in worldwide. There is a kind of collaboration projects in Europe. There is 32 countries doing research together and trying to learn how to use more antimicrobial surfaces in preventing the infection control. They are also focusing to make those kind of standards for the future, what we are lacking now. What we did in Finland, Korpinen was also involved with this project. We tried to make guidance how to build hygiene-safe environments. So finally, as a result of this collaboration, we managed to make the building, together with the Building Information Foundation, the guidelines how to build the hygiene environments. And the first guideline tells about the general ideas, and then next one is going more to the building side, and then the third is cleaning and maintenance. And based on that guidance, we divide the hygiene levels to four different levels, and there's a different kind of requirements, for example, in hospitals and these elderly care home units and kindergartens, and then this is a very demanding environment. Then this is demanding, and this is good hygiene environment, and this is just the basic. So there is a different kind of solutions for all of these buildings. This is a case study done by our partner in UK. It has been done about the public bathroom, and this case study shows that the most contaminated project was wash basin. Wash basin, then the tap, handrail, toilet paper dispensers, and so on. So due to that reason, that actually the wash basin is one of the most critical object in the bathroom, we did the decision that we will really develop the concept that also includes the wash basin with antimicrobial features. So all our products are really safe. They are treated with this silver-based technology. Actually, we are using silver inside the material. It's not a coating or anything, so it stays in the material as long as the material lasts. And it has been tested according to this Japanese standard, so you can really trust on our product's efficiency. This is the test results from UK. They have been tested outside, so it's really working. 99.9% of the microbes were killed in 24 hours. In 2 hours, there was 95% was killed, and then 15 minutes, 80% were killed. And when I'm showing this list of the bacteria and microbes, most of the infection doctors are always amazed that it really works. So I'm kind of proud to show that also the microbes and bacteria that are really risky for us are killed with this surface. And then there's a study case, again done by Biocode from UK, and you see that there was two similar units, A and B, and in unit B there was antimicrobial products, and you see it's a really huge difference between not treated and treated furnishing. So it really works. This is about the infection. Now I go to the functionality of the bathroom and supporting independence. There is a test test result of the research done by architect Pirjo Sipiläinen from Aalto University in Helsinki, and it was part of the doctoral dissertation. There was a little bit over 1,500 care home patients, and they were divided to group totally assistable, need a lot of assistance, need some assistance, or they are independent. And among these, the number of people, this line shows that how many of those people in that group needed help in these daily tasks. And if you look at each category of these people, it shows that everybody needs more assistance with hygiene and washing up. So this is really an issue. I mean, if you want to offer nice quality life, it's really important to take care that you are able to do that by yourself or assisted. A few words about the philosophy of our bathroom. So once again, we try to give more independence and support the activity of the user. Also, we have designed the bathroom layouts and the whole concept. We are trying to consider the ergonomic issues of the caregivers so that there will be less burden for the caregivers. That is very important. It's also a huge cost issue if you can survive with one nurse, or if there need to be two nurses, or even if the person itself can do the functions by herself or himself. And then the safety is very important for us. When we design the bathroom so that there is always support when you walk around in the bathroom, it's really a safe issue that you found always some support. All our products are carefully designed, tested, CE marked, and you can really trust on the quality of those products. For example, we put a lot of attention to the load capacity. You can really trust when you really have to lie on the support rail. It never breaks down. During these 20 years, we have had 0 reclamations of the breakdowns. And then, of course, the safety is that we can reduce the risk of the infections thanks to the antimicrobial surfaces. And then when we are talking about cost efficiency, usually the wet areas are one of the most expensive to build in the buildings. So when it's optimized, the space of use, it's okay. Of course, the one issue is that the quality of the products is quite high, and they have a long life cycle. I have told many times that when we started 20 years ago, they are still asking some spare parts. We would like to sell the new ones, but they are still asking spare parts for those. Of course, then there is when we are able to support the self-movement and activity, the result is, of course, faster rehabilitation. And then when we reduce the number of touch-based infections, that is a huge cost. With one infection in the hospital, we can build from 1 to 40 bathrooms. So that is really the difference. It's so usually, at least in Finland, if you get the infection, you need 11 hospital days. So that's a huge cost. You will see these products in the showroom here. There is a fixed model, but this is an adjustable model. There is a special mechanism here that makes it light to use, very convenient for using. Antimicrobial grip, everything is antimicrobial, so it's really safe. Also the shower and handrails, you are able to build any type of handrails with these modular parts. And it's the oval shape is giving you the better grip than the round one. This is, unfortunately, you don't have this yet here, but you will have it soon. So it's an example of our basin, very hygiene and it's composite material and of course it's antimicrobial. Very easy to install, very easy to keep clean. And you see the marks there. It's a Finnish flag and also the design from Finland. It means that we produce we are certificated producer in Finland. And these shower seats are very steady. Hopefully you are able to try and sit on it. Okay, there is some examples. You know, nearly each family, each care home has sauna, so there is a picture of a sauna as well. And this is the picture from Japan. And now we are outside of the bathroom using the shower seats in the corridors because they are really steady. And then nowadays in Nordic countries, this is a very popular that people like to use adjustable toilet seats to get up easily from the toilet. So that is especially very common in Norway and growing also in Finland. You have seen a lot of red colors. What is behind of this red color? We made together with the Alzheimer or Memory Institution or Foundation, we made the research together with them, and we found out that the red color is the color that helps with the perceiving the environment best, and also if you have a memory diseases, it keeps in your muscle memory. It lasts long in the muscle memory. And then there is some additional products that we can provide here. From our group. And we also have some antimicrobial basins for the surgery rooms, and this is for the corridors or hospital patient rooms or wherever. Very nice, smooth design with antimicrobial features. Then it's all about planning. When what we do in Finland, we try to always, when there is a new project or renovation project, we try to support architects and designers making the best possible layout for the bathroom. And what we have done, we are offering 2D and 3D objects just to download from our website for the architects, and they can have a look on different kind of layouts and trying to use that on the planning. But when just shortly, am I overing my time?
A little bit.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I can tell you about the functionality in the showroom. Okay, a few references. This is from Japan. In Ehime Prefecture, they have a lot of care homes, hospitals, day centers, and so on. They are using Korpinen in their premises. This is the hospital, newest hospital with all antimicrobial features in Finland. And this is the care home in Sweden.
Thank you.
Thank you.